morning. So we've got a tip of the day video for you today, and we're going to talk about landings. This is something that we see people get wrong a lot of the time, and not really because it's by choice, it's more that we're just unaware that landings are so important, particularly for the high intensity type trainers, so people who do things like Les Mills, grid or CrossFit. When you do things like tuck jumps, the amount of effort that you need to put into your landing is pretty much on par with the amount of effort you need to put in for the actual jump. Let me show you what I mean. What a lot of people do is just hit the floor and stop themselves from face planting. That's their one goal from landing. Let me show you. So what that does is that puts a huge amount of jarring force all the way up through your ankles, knees, hips, back. We really want to try and avoid that. So what you want to try and do, and the term is land lightly, but what on earth does that mean? So what you want to do is have your legs extended, ready for the catch, but don't lock your knees out. As soon as your feet touch the floor, so toes touch, heels dig into the floor, you want to engage your glute muscles to slow your force down. So rather than hitting the floor and locking your legs out, as your feet touch the floor, you then sink into a squat and activate through your glutes. What is important is that your knees don't come forward, because that will divert all the force, the downward force, through your knees. We don't want that either. Here's an example of what I mean by a soft landing. That gets rid of all the impact and all that jarring on the floor, but it takes a hell of a lot more effort to catch yourself like that. It is really tiring. And as you're getting towards the end of a workout and you are fatiguing, that's usually the first thing to go. So my advice is, unless you can put the effort in to safely catch yourself, reduce the height of your jump or get rid of the jump until you get to a point where you can add that safety absorption into your jump every single time. Your joints will thank you for it, particularly when you start to add things like running momentum and whatnot to your jumps. As you get higher, you need to put the effort in to make sure you land safely.